Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial in the Unity B series brought to you by James Vader 2020. And in this video tutorial, I want to do something different. In the past two videos, you've seen me use Beast to bake global illumination for my levels. Well, that's all found cool and everything. There's a small detail that we've neglected when I baked my light maps. And you probably see right now in front of you in this particular scene that has been already baked down using Beast. Give up? I'll tell you. What you've probably been noticing is that the character models in this scene have not received any kind of global illumination. And the reason why that is because any object in the scene that uses a skinned mesh renderer will not receive any kind of global illumination. Even if you go ahead and click static on the tab for the prefab of the model, it will not bake down into the character's UVs. So we're going to fix that by using light probes. And what are light probes? Well, light probes are special objects that are used to sample the lighting around the scene, which will allow models like the characters you see in front of you to use the details of the global illumination. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start using the light probes. To do that, I've already created an empty game object called probes. Okay? If you go to your inspector, you will now notice I have a light probe group that I added already. To do that, you go to Components, go to Rendering, and Light Probe Group. Next, we're going to go ahead and create a light probe. Now, there are a few important things to understand about light probes. When you create a light probe, you want to make sure that the light probe itself is put into a volume, which means it must surround something, like the characters in the scene or other objects. And yes, when you create a new light probe, by hitting the Add Probe button, you will go ahead and get this nice blue ball. And usually, I would usually plan ahead when I place light probes so that they will work in the scene. And I'll go ahead and hit Duplicate Selected and duplicate the light probe. Select all. Oops. Bring it down a little more. Hit Select All. Duplicate Selected. Now, of course, you don't have to create this many light probes, but I'm going to go crazy with it and create many light probes in the scene. And now, with this first row selected, these light probes are not going to work unless you put them in a volume. So select all again, hit Duplicate Selected, and you bring them down. Duplicate, bring it down, and you keep doing this until you have enough probes in your scene that you feel comfortable using. Duplicate, bring it back. Now, the probes are on the floor now, which is good. But I did say that you have to create a volume. To do that, we'll select all, duplicate all, bring them up in the scene just a little bit. And as you notice, we create each light probe. This little line here connects every probe in the scene in all directions, which allows the light to be sampled in every direction. So I'm gonna keep duplicating the spheres here until I get to the ceiling. Now you don't have to create as many light probes, but I choose to, just to show an example of how good your models in your game will look when you use light probes in conjunction with light mapping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and bake the scene with the light probes. And also, I want to also let you know that light probes, well, using them anyway to bake your light maps to your characters, are a Unity Pro only feature. So if you have Unity Free, you will not be able to do this, to bake your light maps with the probes in it. So I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to bake out the scene. And when I get back, you will see the differences with the light probes and global illumination. So please stay tuned. And welcome back to this video tutorial. While I was away getting coffee, I came back to this beautiful scene you've seen before you. Now, what's now happened is the character models now use the light probes, which is a pretty beautiful thing if you think about it. If I zoom into the scene here in the editor, you can now see that both character models are now utilizing the light probe information. Now, if I go ahead now and set the head of the character, in this case is Xavier here, which is from my game, and I deselect, well, uncheck the do light probes checkbox, it will basically look as if though he had no kind of sampling on the body whatsoever. Now, I'll have to remind you again that the use of light probes to bake in your scene is a Unity Pro only feature. You can still build the probes Unity free. You just will not be able to use the probes here in the light mapping engine. And instead, if you want to create the look of the characters, you have to fake it using ambient lighting or low intensity point lights, which would be very, very intensive. So you now see the benefits of using light probes in your scenes to create much more dynamic lighting. Making everything truly amazing. If you've seen the game called Shadow Gun, which is made by Madfinger, they use light probes in their scenes and in the game to create beautiful, beautiful lighting. If you see it, you gotta check it out for yourself. Well, this has been a video tutorial on using light probes with Beast. And in the next video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use custom Beast settings, which will actually expose options that are not here in this particular interface. So I thank you for watching this video tutorial, and I will join you in the next one. Good night.